Hey everyone, welcome to Jargus Ranger Reviews. This time we look at the 4th episode of Dino Supercharge, A Date with Danger. And this has a lot going for it. A hell of a lot more than any of the rest of the season so far. Because for one, we change the villain dynamic. 2, it furthers Tyler's story. And 3, we have a standalone chase episode included as well. So 3 major parts to it. And I'm gonna start with Tyler's right away because his is the shortest. Gonna do this not in the exact sequential order as the episode. Basically, he gets a letter from his father's friend to come meet him. And of course, that takes time because of all the other events in the episode. But basically, he visits him. He was another one of his archaeologist friends. And they were in a cave. And then they were going deep and there was some sort of earthquake and the cave fell in over him. And he got blocked in. But the thing is, he pushed his friend out the way, saving his life in the process. And so that's why he got trapped. However, that cave went on for miles and miles, so he could have easily escaped. And even Tyler agrees he must be out there somewhere. To which the guy says, and I already forget his name, "You really are his father's son." And he takes a look at an anagem and says that's something extremely rare. And you're very lucky to have found it. Even though I doubt he knows what it truly is. And after that, that's it for Tyler's story. He goes on to join the Rangers during the Megazord battle. Nothing big, but it does further that he's still looking. Because really, he was only reminiscing at the start of the season a couple episodes back. So it's good to know that we haven't abandoned that. I just have this feeling that his father is the Aqua Ranger. Did I say Ranger? I mean Ranger. I don't have any evidence to support this. It's just a hunch I've got. Nothing to go on except my gut feeling. But who knows? He may be the 10th Ranger we don't know anything about, or he may not be there at all. Who knows? And on the civilian side of things, we have Chase, who's got another new girlfriend. How many women does he go through? But she's not interested in him because all he talks about is himself. He just shows off all the time. So she breaks up with him. For himself, the Black Ranger. Because when the monster attacks, I'll talk about him in just a little bit. An old woman gets injured. And she tries to help her. And then Chase, as the Black Ranger, just takes her to her car and helps her get to a hospital. So his girlfriend is starting to get a crush on the Black Ranger. Who is him. Oh man. And then the command center, he's pacing back and forth trying to figure out what to do. I mean, even Shelby calls him stupid for just thinking of himself and not even knowing the kinds of things she wants. So what's his plan? To meet her as the Black Ranger and get to know her while using a terrible accent. You can tell he's just a hero trying to be in disguise. And it works. He gets close to her after a little while, maybe a day or so. But there's that one problem. He's the guy behind a mask and she don't know what his face looks like or his real name. So eventually, he sneaks in a few words at saying that, maybe your old boyfriend was just too nervous, but you know, we can never be together. And even Keeper tells him that advice. Yeah, Keeper's still around, just offering some sage advice, not really doing anything with the energems, except from the start and end of the first season of Dino Charge. I mean, you could have just made it that Morgan found the energems and made the technology all on her own, and it still would have worked out just fine in this story, considering how unimportant Keeper is, aside from your early exposition. I mean, that would have been easy to write around. That's just a nitpick. Anyway, so he breaks up with her, as the Black Ranger that is. And he's like, oh man, I've lost her twice. But as soon as he turns around after changing back into Chase, Fury and the monster have captured her. For about 10 seconds, because she's quickly freed. And then she runs off and he fights unmorphed till the other Rangers show up and they fight. Now we get to talk about our new monster. His name is... oh, it's just off the top of my head. Actually, I'm going to look it up right now. That's it. I was going to say Scorch, but no, his name is Singe. And he's like a candle-like thing. I feel like I've seen something like this in Gokaiger or back in Jungle Fury. Anyway, he fights off the Rangers. He actually holds his own pretty well. Even has his own gun weapon against them. Point is, he's just really laid back and casual. Not the way Heckle is, but you can tell he's pretty powerful. Though he even arrives in a burning asteroid. Well, to me it looked like a lot like a golf ball. Anyway, Heckle/Schneid, he makes a deal with him to get some Energens for him. But he has a rivalry with Fury. Fury doesn't think he can handle it. In fact, after they first fight with the Rangers, he insults Fury and the two end up fighting each other until the Rangers start attacking and that ends that fight. And he's always complaining about a headache for some reason. So yeah, he's definitely a breath of fresh air compared to Fury and our regular minions. And he has a trick up his sleeve, because he doesn't wait for the Rangers to use their final attacks to get grown up. He orders the Magna Beam early and starts almost crushing them. However, just a few minutes into our Megazord battle, and this is when Tyler joins. I wonder why we haven't seen Philip, even though he joined the battle again at the start of the season. Or Kendall, for that matter, in the Megazord battles. But Fury reverses the Magna Beam and makes him shrink, so he has to retreat against the Megazord. Oh boy, these two are really gonna go at it. I mean, even Poisandra, yeah, she's still here, remember her? She's watching and she remarks at how good Singe is. And when Fury goes back to his cell, because apparently there's no spare rooms anymore on Sludge's wrecked up ship. Singe, there we go. Got his name right. I was about to say Scorch again. He's already in there and he's basically taking it over, saying that Master Hegel said I can have any cell I want. So the two argue for a bit, and he thinks he would have won if the Magna Beam hadn't malfunctioned. He acts like he suspects Fury, but Fury's like, it's an old ship, things break. Good enough excuse for this time. And so yeah, as for Chase's girlfriend, they get back together. But he has to promise, well, he promises on his own that he's not going to talk about himself so much and actually learn more about her. Even though he sort of already did in secret. So whether she shows up again or is this a one-time episode, who knows. So ultimately, I call this a very good episode. I mean, I'm liking this new dynamic with the villains, because Sludge's memory or even influence is about to disappear. We still have Poisandra, who was only there because she was attached to Sledge. But apparently she's liking our new villain already. It's a shame that Sledge was defeated last time, because I really hope he makes a comeback episode somewhere in the season. So now we got this big rivalry between our new general and Fury. So one of them is going to have to go probably midway through the season. And who knows, that might even be when Sledge returns. Because Sledge had a lot of potential, but it got wasted. Fortunately, we've got both the casual personalities of Heckle, plus the viciousness that Sledge had in Schneid. If Sledge does come back, it'll probably be an episode or two where he just gets destroyed. That already ends up being the final boss battle, Who knows? And Tyler's story is getting even more mysterious. And there's been no development about the last 2 Runner Gems. But we still got at least 16 episodes to go to fill in all those gaps. So the season is already setting up some big potential. And too bad we haven't continued on with what Heckle's planning to do with the Rangers. So yeah, definitely a good watch. And I definitely want to see how things develop more in the next one. Especially this freaking rivalry. That's all for this time. I'm Jargus Zero, and until we meet again, let the power protect you.